you were gonna do at the moment of inhaling.
Yeah.
No. I was emptying. I was making sure it was empty already. That's all.
Oh.
Oh,
I just got a
I thought
fresh
you
one right
just
here.
sucked it down. I was like,
No. Look how big this fucking bag is, bro. I had to tighten out on the end of it.
Well, do it.
That's how
Let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna start this.
Holy shit. Are we live?
Let's
do
do
it live.
Do it. Let's go. I'm
Doing it live. Yeah. Doing it live. Yeah. Doing it live.
I'm super convinced that the sports director who sits 2 seats down from me is a fucking drunk. Like I said that the other day, just kind of quietly. I was like, "We're doing it live" or something, and he fucking yelled it. Like he was like walking by. He's like, "Fuck you, we're doing it live!" It's like, wow, that's awesome.
All right.
They gotta constantly come tell him. They're like, "Hey man, 30 seconds." He's gotta like run out there and like if his tie's like half off and shit.
Oh, it's like 30. Yeah, for his segment. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just out there telling me a story about he knows fucking he knows that cat that plays Kenneth in 30 Rock. Like he went to school with him. They're from the same city in fucking Orlando, like the same suburb.
Awesome.
You know who I'm talking about? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
We're live.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
waiting for
gentlemen.
Teddy to fucking fill up here.
Oh no, I thought you could do the intro while I fill up, bro.
It's not very long.
He
All
can't-
right, let's go. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discussed ghost hunting. We make fun of some dumb people, and as usual, we dare not flinch in the face of mediocrity. With me this week is the fluffy teddy bear. A lot of people don't know this, but Teddy once had hair.
Dreadlocks, bro. I had dreadlocks. Long, luxurious locks. Go to
I can't
Facebook.
see
they're
it. I can't say it. That's it. He just
Shit
once had
tentacles.
hair.
That was it.
Yeah, that's it.
Lame.
Next to him is the covered ashtray. Ashtray once saw the ghost of his deceased grandmother getting banged by Santa. Fucking weird, but slightly erotic, I guess.
Yeah. Turns out it wasn't even my grandpa.
Wow. We've also got an all-seeing oracle. He's drunk.
Yep.
Last and least, I'm the mystic. There is no paranormal realm. Ghosts do not exist. It's all a creation of that supercomputer you got strapped to your fucking meat suit, you dumb fuck. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Ooh.
So tonight we're talking about ghost facers.
Bag is full.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Moment of inhalants.
One second.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
no,
pause for the cause.
No, he's not ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our animal shelter.
Oracle? You partaking?
I am doing my bush light and
You gonna chug a bush light?
Yep.
Chug the whole thing. Shotgun
Okay,
it.
I'll
Shotgun it right now. Let's go.
I'll finish
Right now.
this bush
Go,
light.
go now.
I'll
Okay.
finish it. It's like backwash. Let's go.
Come on.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
high.
You guys are funny. Ghost hunting is the process of investigating locations that are report. We all fucking know what ghost hunting is. I'm not gonna read this shit.
I don't. I'm black.
Oh, like,
Yeah,
explain it.
you got to write your own intro.
So, like, the history of it here comes up. Paranormal research dates back to the 18th century with organizations such as the Society for Psychic Research. And these dudes were fucking straight up whack jobs. It is a nonprofit organization in the UK. Its state purpose is to understand events and abilities commonly described as psychic or paranormal. So can you just imagine the type of shit that they did in 1882 to fucking try to, like, you know what I'm saying? Someone's possessed by a ghost. You know what I mean? Like the fucking torture that they put people
they used
through.
to, they used to drill holes in the head.
In the name of witchcraft and shit or something stupid. Like these fucking people, they were like run by the government. Anyway, I'm not even getting into that.
You're right by the government.
Yeah.
This topic is thrilling.
So, psychic researcher Harry Price published his Confessions of a Ghost Hunter in 1936, which is like widely regarded as the first, like, hey, let's hunt down these fucking, like, people started getting into it. You know what I'm saying? So the 1930s.
right?
is
Once you get a
how-
taste of hunting down a man,
You're right.
or anything else.
So And then in the 2000s, I'm sure you guys have seen these fucking shows, and these are the kind of the shows that I wanted to talk about specifically.
Mhm.
Ghost Hunters and like Most Haunted and shit like that. You ever seen those where they like go around to different places?
I've seen
and stuff?
trailers of them, but it looks like they're just going to be episodes of people walking around with night vision cameras and jumping at sounds.
That's all it is. That's literally all it is. That's what I'm saying. So this has
fucking
spawned. Where was it? I don't fucking know if I'm saying. Anyway, it was like a fucking $1.4 billion industry or some shit like that of selling like devices to idiots. That like fucking
Wow.
yeah, or maybe did
Right?
no, it wasn't billion.
I
forgot.
maybe million.
I really forgot what it was. It was. I swear to God, it was 100 or one something. I don't.
Only the
100
accurate
bucks.
Not
facts
even
here at the
as
Red
safe
Eye
to get it
Report,
wrong.
ladies and
Somebody
gentlemen.
look it up because I'm fucking.
Are you high?
So in the late 2000s, the Atlantic Paranormal Society had doubled its membership, probably like 45 people at that point. So mostly by have you seen anybody hasn't nobody's seen Ghost Hunters at all?
I've
Seriously?
seen yes, I have seen a
No.
few episodes of Ghost Hunters. They go to like a fucking abandoned, sanitarium or whatever.
Right.
And they have their night vision cameras. They have those audio or electromagnetic things or whatever the fuck.
what is it? EF or EVF, electric voice
Yeah.
phenomenon.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
electromagnetic. Yeah, EMF meters, electromagnetic field meters. They're supposed to fucking,
Tell you when the
oh my
spirits are
God, there's a
floating by.
ghost around. Yeah. So like, but the worst one, and I can't believe that you guys haven't seen it. There's a picture of the dude in the outline. That's why I put it in there, because he is the biggest douchebag that I've ever seen in my life. And he had a television
think I've
show
seen
on the Travel
trailers
Channel
of him.
called Ghost Adventures, right?
Yes. This is the guy that I saw.
Yeah, so this dude would like, whenever there was a chick that would come on, because they would go and they would interview like a paranormal expert, you know what I'm saying, fucking from that area. And if it was
Cindy
a woman,
down who works at the rock shop selling gems,
Yeah.
polished
and if it was a
stones.
woman, no matter what she looked like, he would like puff his chest out. And he always like would change shirts mid-episode, which was weird as fuck to me. Like, it's one day. You're there one day. Why are you changing your shirt?
Shit,
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
change
That's
my
probably-
shirt
That much?
after 3 days.
Right. Did he sweat that much? I don't get it.
Maybe.
But he is
Maybe puffing his
literally the
chest up
biggest
that much.
douchebag you've ever seen. Like, he would be like, "We're gonna go into this ship that's supposed to be haunted. A lot of people say there's a lot of ghosts on here from hell." That was like his favorite
Oh,
fucking
really?
line. He would go,
From
"From hell." I bet you
Mhm.
there's super cuts of that shit on YouTube. Somebody should fucking look it up. Hey, what is his name? Zach fucking-
no. They're just
Yeah, it's Zach something.
Yeah, I had his fucking name here. And of course I didn't save that either.
Ah, Jesus, Murphy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Who
I mean,
hired this guy?
What does it matter, really?
To our listeners, Travis.
Anyway, so when I just Googling ghost hunting, right? So these are some of the things that are offered here. On Amazon, you could buy Ghost Hunting for Dummies from 2019. Somebody's making money
I
off
was
of it.
hunting for dummies.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
dummies.
Like, so, that's what I mean. Like, is that how our society is just supposed to work that way, isn't it? Like, like the smarter people exploit the dumber ones, no matter your level of education or intelligence. You know what I'm
But-
saying? Like, the real dumb ones get duped by like the semi-dumb ones.
Yeah, but there has to be a level of just going out and doing it to just scare the shit out of yourself too, right? Like you go out there and,
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's an adrenaline thing, sure, but it's your brain. You just have to understand that there's nothing there. It's your brain doing this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but you still get the adrenaline, right?
Sure, but
It beats
I mean, you still
strangling a
fucking-
homeless person.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
they really
Like,
smell and they
does
shit
it,
their
though?
pants.
and he's speaking from experience.
Does it really? Ghost hunting for beginners? So like the Gettysburg Paranormal Investigation package, people take vacations and do that. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee's ghost tours, they got a ghost tour
oh,
here.
they have yeah, they definitely have ghost tours out here
All over,
too.
yeah.
I think there used to be one here in Madison.
Right.
Like it's crazy stupid, and I don't understand it. I never have.
Well, I understand the like the people who are, especially like old cities, it's because there's just been so much time, these kind of legends of certain murders and whatnot, and it's just kind of, I guess, maybe the nostalgia for that idea. But yeah, I mean, making a show for it, like it's
I guess I could.
that's what
I
those
would
reality
go
shows
on a
are.
tour. Like I would go on a tour of like Whitechapel, or like a Jack the Ripper tour or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'd go on a tour like that, but like to go ghost hunting, that's crazy to me. Have you guys ever gone ghost hunting? I've gone out to places that were supposed to be haunted. You know what I'm saying? But like, nothing ever happened.
Oh yeah, I mean, as a kid, going into abandoned buildings and shit, abandoning fucking shacks and stuff like that, and there was that adrenaline, so it was fun.
Well,
Yeah,
and
right.
also they're like, it looks corny and dumb on those shows because they're just walking around night vision and getting scared by sounds. But when you're actually the one in that abandoned place, a sound coming from down the dark hallway,
You're right.
that sounds like
does,
someone
yeah.
dragging their foot.
You're right.
It's like, holy fuck.
Right.
Because I've been in that situation where I remember, like, me and my friends just like, Amscray. It just sounded like some hobo with a broken ankle. She's like, oh, got any Skittles? And it's like, whoa, we just fucking ran. And I imagine, though, if we were recording video, we didn't have that technology back then, but it would probably look stupid. It was like, you idiots just got scared by some dumb sound.
Right.
But when
Right.
you are in there, it's like, it is kind of like
I hate it too.
unnerving.
Like on those shows where they're like, look at
all
these
bullshit.
orbs. Look at these orbs flying around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Orbs.
Have you ever seen that shit?
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the orbs,
like-
the light orbs.
Right.
That can't be the camera. Oh yes, it can.
lens flare.
And it is,
No,
dumbass.
It's your spotlight
Refraction
reflecting
of
dust.
the fucking yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's fucking come on, dude.
So
Out of focus dust particles.
So skeptical,
right.
fellas.
Okay.
No
yeah.
belief in. No, I mean, no, even not even chance or no. I know you all are saying that it could be made up in your mind because they really want this and shit. But it is, I mean, so skeptical. No chance that it could be something from the other world, fellas.
Well,
Well, there's
But a
always a
smidgen-
chance that it could be anything.
well, I like to think not so much in a sort of, fantastical, mystical way, but if you think about the fact that, like, we know that the neutrino field flows through us.
Oh
I
Jesus,
don't-
here we go.
They're so small that, like, it doesn't even. What if ghosts
I'm
slip
sorry,
over
I'm
into one of
sorry.
those other realms of physics?
Yeah, but seriously though, there's
the reason they call it theoretical physics. Ashley.
okay, but there's so much that we don't understand about the universe that
Yeah.
we live in. Now, I do not believe in this idea that ghosts are, wandering the earth and they're looking for
Right.
trying to get back or whatever that is. But I
Peeping
do
in my window while I
Right.
cure my loneliness.
But I do think that there could potentially be some sort of energy or something that we don't understand, that we cannot perceive. And
Well,
I don't.
we're electrical, so a release of energy in a certain spot is possible. And if somebody is super tuned to that certain energy frequency, you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
could pick it up. And you're right, that could be possible, but it's not a fucking entity flying around fucking.
Well, when you
Don't
say like
save
energy
me.
frequency, that's a
Right,
broad term.
right.
Dude, if I die before you bastards,
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
know what I'm
haunt the
saying? You're
fuck
saying
out of
Teddy's
possibilities.
gonna haunt the shit out of
What's
us.
up?
You're
now,
saying
motherfuckers.
what's the possibility? Is that not maybe a possibility?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility, and I think there is something that these I don't think that they're hearing these voices or whatever, but I think people might be detecting some sort of an energy signature or something that we don't perceive. I don't know what that could be, but I definitely hold that open. I mean, UFOs, for instance, I totally think that your standard kind of UFO, what you see in sci-fi or whatever, doesn't exist. But I think that there is something that we don't understand where these crafts or this energy they are detecting on these high-tech sensors now that they have equipped on our like our F-18s in ships and stuff like that they can't explain what it is. And the U.S. government is saying, like, hey, we don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And it kind of freaks us out because it's like, what if it's fucking China? Or, what if it, I don't know.
Developed some crazy technology
Right.
that light years ahead of
that's
everybody
something.
else.
It
Yeah.
isn't a fucking ghost, but it's
So
something.
it runs
Right.
out of batteries. Fucking falls apart.
Well, if China ever creates a weapon like that, it'll run on people, so they won't have a problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
right. Harvested organs from the poor the Uyghur.
Well,
no,
know what we do with all the
was it Uyghurs?
spleens.
Right.
Anyway, fuck. All I wanted to say is fuck people who are making money. It's kind of like just charlatans making money off of dumb people.
That's
And it kind of pisses me off.
They've been doing
You
that
know what I
since the
mean?
beginning of
Kinda
time,
pisses me
though.
off. I
mean,
know,
yeah,
and but it still pisses
It's called
me off.
survival of the fittest for a reason, bro.
That's not survival of the fittest.
It's a form of survival.
There's some people who are really good at conning.
Yeah.
If you go, so I haven't gone on one of these ghost tours, but there's this place at the there's an old it's called Slater Mill out here. So out in Providence, they had all of
Slaughter
these
mill.
Yeah, Slaughter Mill. They have all these old mill buildings and shit like that are like 300 years old or whatever. And the guy that took us on the tour of the Slater Mill, it's pretty cool. You go on it, and they actually have all the old machinery with the pulleys and stuff that they used to use, hundreds of years ago. And it's pretty cool. And then he hands us like a business card or whatever. He's like, well, if you're interested, we've got the ghost tour after hours, but it's kind of like
Adults only.
right. But it's not like, all of a sudden I'm converted to like this thing. It's kind of like a
Going to see a
tongue
magic show, I guess.
yeah, it's like a magic show.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay,
You're right,
well, this
yeah.
guy's a storyteller, so
I
let's
guess
have
if
some
I went
fun
into
with
it that
this.
way, yeah, if I went into it that way, I could stand it, but I can't handle those television shows that just fucking
yeah, that's
reduce.
ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? It's just anyway. That's all I wanted to say. Now we're going to talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Has anyone here seen it other than me and Ashtray?
No, I
no.
haven't seen it.
I have
You
not
guys
seen
haven't
it.
seen it yet? Yeah, man.
It's only in theaters, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm-
I believe
Yep.
it.
I'm a rebel.
Anyway, well, I'm
He's
trying
getting
to.
back
I'm
to
gonna, I'm gonna try not to give anything away. I don't really know how I can talk about it without giving some shit away.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we know it's about ghosts, so
Yeah,
and
right,
we know they
some
bust them, and we know the old guys come back in the end to help out.
okay, so
So-
if you know that, that's the one thing that kind of irritated me.
oh, really?
What?
And
that
it
we knew
wasn't-
it ahead of time?
No, it was because it was cheesy.
Cheesy.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It was just cheesy.
It got a little too long in milking that, like.
Exactly. Yeah,
oh.
it
feeling.
was. It was cool at the end. When
I thought it was a
fucking,
good homage,
when-
but it was too much drawn
Don't
out.
give away the end.
Yeah.
I know about that because I've seen pictures on it. I mean, I do want to watch the movie, motherfuckers.
I'm
It
Goddamn.
was
giving
just.
it
It
away.
was. He's
Just
right.
saying how it was drawn out.
It was drawn out.
That
but
doesn't
other
tell
than
you
that-
anything.
Other than that, though, I really, really enjoyed it because it captured the original feeling of Ghostbusters, I think.
Mhm.
And that's that sense of like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then these
Right.
kids didn't. They had no idea. They had to fucking learn on the fly. And that was the coolest part of it. And I think Paul Rudd perfectly mirrored Bill Murray's character.
Mhm.
Maybe, not in plot, but in that sarcastic like way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Bill Murray played that role. Paul Rudd was a perfect fucking fit for that. I think
So-
overall casting was great. It was a fucking well-written movie. It was well made. I enjoyed it. Man.
Is this so? It kind of gave me with the trailers. It kind of gave me a Stranger Things vibe. Is it
Yeah.
similar to that?
So like
A little
stories
bit.
not at all like Stranger Things, but it has a feel, I guess, for the kind of
Well, the main
nostalgia
character's
of it.
in this too. So it's
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. It's got that kid looks just like him.
the kid that fucking no, that is him.
The kid that
The
plays
older
Stranger
brother,
Same
is the
character.
main
Yeah.
kid from fucking
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things. So
Yeah,
it
Same
might
actor, I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, good
Mhm.
movie. Sorry, we can't
I
tell you
enjoyed
more.
it. What do you think? What did you think, Asher?
I had a fun time. If you go see it, stay because there's 2 little Easter eggs at the credits. There's one at the beginning of the end credits, and then one at the very, very end.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't stay to the very, very end, but I ended up seeing it.
The very end one is well, I'll let you see it. Oh, fucking ashtray
Thank you
spoiler.
thank you there, buddy. Look at you.
It really tied. It did a good job of
Let me just say it was
closing
worth
the
the wait.
trilogy out. Closing the trilogy out. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think they'll continue with it. But it did a good job of like the old guys don't have to be there anymore type of thing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
it closed it
Yeah.
out.
I
They
could see
probably
it
will
being,
be, but like
they'll be just in this because they in it for just a period of time. Like they cash that big check. I'm in the movie for 5 minutes. And
yeah, right.
Okay, so what about this? Because they came out with the Ghostbusters like what 3 years ago or something like that.
2016.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that
it
was a remake.
That was a remake, like a redo
Mm-hmm.
of the
Of
original.
all women.
So-
Which is whatever it is, what it is.
Was it basically the same kind of like the first movie where they're like forming the Ghostbusters team?
Yes,
They don't know what they're doing,
yes.
and
Yes.
but it's women, of course, so that they
Yes.
act double duty, don't know what they're doing.
Well,
So,
that's
like,
very
Melissa
sexist.
Way to
Carthy
be
is like Dan
sexist.
Aykroyd.
I mean, really, that's very
Fucking
sexist. I mean,
asshole.
That's true.
you trying to say bitches can't bust ghosts, bro?
I
The
had
little
you're
girl,
trying to
the
say?
main character, the little girl,
I had to play on that
was really
trope.
good in this. I thought she did a good job, especially
yeah.
being the whole. I mean, she was the anchor of the whole movie, basically.
and
So-
she also like
The ghosts help.
writes music.
So one
The other-
thing one thing that irks me about movies that are trying to cash in on this nostalgia or whatever is back in the day they were using all practical effects, and now modern movies they use CG, and a lot of times they over rely on the CG.
hmm
And
Well, but-
you know,
but
how
movie-
is that
some-
in this one?
I
But
don't
certain
think they
movies-
did with this. I don't think they
movies-
did. I think they did a
I
good
don't-
job with the CG.
Mhm.
See, I don't agree with this. Is like certain movies you have to rely on the CG to do what you want to do.
Yeah, no,
I
there
mean,
was
if you want to have a ghost movie like this or any other Ghostbusters movie, like
Mhm.
using the best CGI you can to do the best or
no,
realistic.
but I'm pretty
ghosts you can
sure
is
this
better. I would say it's
had there were practical puppets for some of those close-ups
Oh,
of those
for sure.
demons.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Actually, they did at the end because it's the same dogs that kind
Yeah.
of they were CG sometimes, but they were practical
Mm.
at the end when they
mhm.
were sitting there and shit. So it was cool though. They
Yeah,
did a
you
good
can
job.
definitely tell a difference when it's practical versus the CG. Like it just,
Right.
I don't know, looks better. But maybe younger people see that and they're like, "What the fuck is this
Well,
dumb Muppet
that's
bullshit?"
what,
Well, they're used to shit like Marvel, which is what Teddy's talking about, and he's right. They are completely dependent on that
yeah.
Right.
CG.
Because that's the best. That's the best and most practical way to get the fantasy world that you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
Guillermo
and
del
that's-
Toro says that you have to use both. Like you
Mhm.
use practical for like your monster model, but you can
Well,
make that
Marvel
monster
does
look
use
a little
both, though.
slimier.
Their costumes are all practical. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But in order
Mhm.
for them to fucking blow off half of
But
New
to
York,
fly, they need
they
the
gotta
CG.
fucking do it. Yeah, they gotta do it with CG.
Right.
Just how
right,
it is, you know.
Right.
I don't knock them for that. It's
Yeah.
when a movie can have practical effects and then they choose
they
not to,
choose
and it
not
looks
to.
cheesy as fuck. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Mhm. Well, like the new Spawn, I watched the new Spawn movie
There's a
let
new
their-
Spawn movie.
Yeah, or not Spawn. Venom, the new Venom movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
How was it?
Let There Be Carnage. If you're 13 years old, you fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
That's-
be.
You're like the third person that said almost that exact line to me.
I mean, it's not bad, but the best part is Tom Hardy fucking fighting with Venom, and arguing with him. Those are the best personable moments. When you get into the battle scenes, it's okay, but I mean, we've been at this shit for like 25 years now with these fight scenes. It's just like, okay, whatever. Like who cares? You're not gonna wow. You're not gonna blow my mind like when I went to see Independence Day when I was like 16 or whatever.
Yeah, but you're also not somebody who read a fucking a symbiote comic book and saw the pages of Venom and Carnage fighting and wanted to see it out on the big screen, even though it has to be CGI. So I mean, for some, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, the thing is also there be kids who are like 13 right now. Sure,
for the fanboys who are finally getting to see this shit without it being cheesy, whatever. It could be the cheesy CGI. I mean, for a lot of fanboys liking the shit, which is why those two movies are doing great.
Which is why the ending of the second season of The Mandalorian fucking blew ass.
Oh, that was terrible with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, dude. Everything else was so good. Everything else was so good.
It was so good. And then this like fake ass Luke Skywalker comes out. It's like, what the fuck, dude? This is horrible. I wonder what it's going to be like when we see these movies 20 years from now and you look back. Is it going to look like, Lawnmower Man or some shit?
To us, yes, it will, because something will be out better. They'll have holograms or some shit they
right.
can do. So it'll look fucking. They'll put it'll be like a little hologram projector of you fighting something. And you just can't punch through the hologram.
As a filmmaker, though, like you can still look at Citizen Kane. I mean, let's just use this because that seems to be the fucking
number one
or whatever. I thought it was okay, but
I thought I was surprised. I only watched that movie because we had to do it for the show.
Yeah,
and I was surprised at how good it still was.
It was still good, but that's the thing.
Right.
It holds up. But that movie came out. When did Citizen Kane come out? That was like
39, wasn't it?
Yeah,
39.
Long ass fucking time ago. And as a filmmaker, they make a film like Godfather or something like that, and these movies will still hold up.
Came out in 41.
1941, yeah.
But if you create a movie and it has all this CG,
Citizen Kane was 41, you said?
1941, yeah.
Yes, 1941.
During World War II.
As a filmmaker, it's like, well, this isn't really going to stand the test of time. Like people are going to look back at this and they're going to think it's dog shit.
Well, the thing is like with something like Citizen Kane, it was just better than everything else that came out at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it's still better than 90% of the shit because the fucking shot selections were so clever. Like they used practical effects with their cinematography, like mirror shots that were fucking impeccable.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like movement wise in a time that really you just didn't see that.
Right. Now
that's like Hitchcock too. He did shit. That dude was a master at fucking cutting a movie so that he made you focus where he wanted you to focus. That's what good directors do. Stanley Kubrick could do that.
Right. Okay. So 2001, A Space Odyssey, practical effects, fucking amazing,
fabulous.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
especially for what was that 60 something? 62?
Hey, it's insane.
Yeah, but it's also what they had to work with, though. I mean, if they
I'm saying it stands up. Today,
yeah, but it still looks good today, Teddy. That's what I mean.
Looks good.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It still looks good. Okay. Now, can you tell me a movie that uses CG that is on that same level?
Jurassic Park.
Right now, Jurassic Park.
Okay.
That's still
Jurassic Park.
fabulous.
Yeah.
They use CG They use CG and it still looks fucking to this day. Even when it comes on TNT, it still looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they also use practical dinosaur models.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and that was wasn't that because some dude was just fucking off like in his free time and he created the T-Rex?
Have you guys seen that? That's a great fucking the movies that made us.
Oh no, I haven't seen
Jurassic
that.
Park, the movies that made us. Yeah, it was just one dude. One dude came up with the idea of creating those things digitally.
Oh, really?
Oh, he was the one who came up with the CG animation.
Yeah, they were going to do
Right.
stop
The
motion.
CG animation. They were going to do stop motion. They had the guy, like he basically single-handedly put an entire stop motion industry out of business. It's fucking fabulous to watch because this dude pulls up in like a fucking old Trans Am or some shit. Like just cock hanging out. You know what I mean? Not literally, but like
professionally,
just like an old fucking white dude that don't give a fuck. Like you could tell he didn't give a fuck then either. Like they just kind of put him in the basement.
But he is like the one CG
but he's
guy.
brilliant. But he's fucking brilliant when it comes to coding computers and shit like that. So that's basically what it was. He had to code it. Like the shit was so crude. There's no software.
They didn't have the tools. They didn't have the tool set. Right. He had to create the tool set.
He created the tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
So Jurassic Park,
really good.
That's definitely okay. Definitely one of them. Are there any others?
You saying movies that
have CG that still fucking hold up? That you're like, this
it's cartoonish. It's a different style, but 300 is still fabulous to watch.
Yeah.
And that was really filters, right?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Now that was hand drawn. Now hand drawn, that still holds up. That totally holds up. Hand drawn does.
What are we doing? What?
Yeah, we've gone to a movie. We've gone to
this.
No one.
We've gone off because
we're fucking discussing like fucking film theory and shit.
Well, okay, so I guess Jurassic Park.
About film theory.
Jurassic Park is the only CG film that holds up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, tell us if we're wrong. Tell us in the comments. Remember to subscribe. Anyway, we're moving on to the What's Sexy. Go see Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's fun. Don't be a douche about it and be like, oh my god, I didn't think it was like a proper. What's Sexy? Oracle, Exo One.
Exo One. So this game recently dropped on Game Pass. You can also get it on Steam. And this is really a different type of game. You just start out as this orb, this alien craft.
What?
And as you progress, you realize that, okay, when I pull the right trigger, it actually pulls me down to the center of gravity of the world that I'm on. And this is how you traverse. And as you progress, you get these different powers and you're flying around. And that's all it is. You're just flying around. You're going through these different gates. And it has this just incredible level of freedom. And it's like 3 hours to get through the game. And it's
you found this shit on mushrooms, didn't you?
Yeah.
I wish
this
I was.
Looks like something.
I wish I was tripping balls.
Is this a VR game or is
no?
This
is it's on Game Pass. You can play it on Xbox. You can play it on PC, and it's fucking insane. Now the crazy thing about this game, one dude made this game. And
okay, this kind of looks like. Have y'all ever seen those games like where you got like a little ramp? You got to hold a button to stay down, and as you let go, you fly up. And then it kind of looks like that one of those games, but in 3D.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like what it is?
It's definitely like that, but it's in this like you go into these worlds and you're just like, fuck, this place is crazy. Like I don't know where I need to go. And as you're progressing through it, it has such a brilliant progression of the powers and the storyline and everything. It is
How do you get storyline
fantastic.
or powers out of this? It's just a fucking ball rolling around.
It's a ball rolling around, but there was a mission that went to Jupiter, and that's why you are
Is
crafting
there text
this.
that comes up into
No,
the?
it's actually like video flashbacks and shit. It's badass.
How do you know it was Jupiter then? It was a plain
Because it
picture
says
of Jupiter.
it's fucking Jupiter, motherfucker.
You said there was no text or story.
If
I
tell
said
you
there
some
was a
shit, then,
story.
bitch,
I
that's
said
what
there
it
was an
is.
awesome story, you fucking mongoloid.
Jeez.
No, it is so cool though. Just the level of just the mechanics of moving around this
Right.
and like how fast can I get this thing going? Because it's all about momentum. So you're like using the gravity swells and how you're going through and traversing through this. You're going through the water. You're going up into the atmosphere. It's really cool and developed by
How do
Jay
you know what the
Weston.
missions are?
You have to get to the gate, to the end. That's all you have to do. But as you're exploring, it's the
But is there a compass that
Ashtray,
tells
it's
you
about
where
the
the end?
no
journey,
custom,
not the
no
destination,
compass,
Ashtray,
no
okay?
compass. It's all visual. It's all visual.
It's all
Yeah.
the journey, bud.
So
Right.
how's the storyline go?
Well,
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
the fucking storyline.
Download the game. Download the game and find out. You have Game
Okay,
Pass. It's
here.
free.
Well, there's a full review on the website, and also the storyline is that there was alien technology that was discovered when they went on this mission to Jupiter, and there's this craft that defies everything that humans know about propulsion and about spaceships and shit like that. And you are the person that can guide this thing home. And it's fucking awesome. It's really cool. It's 3 hours.
Oh, you got to get it back to Jupiter.
It looks beautiful. You're on all these different worlds and shit. It's really cool. I definitely recommend it. There you go.
Word.
Exo One.
All right. Moving on to me.
Story better blow me away.
I think I've done this topic, but you're this one before. The Great
Meshuggah.
on Hulu. No, The Great. It's a show on Hulu.
Yeah.
It is a fictional comedic tale of Catherine the Great's life, but it's fucking fabulous because they just don't give a fuck. Like they're all in Russia, but they all speak. They're all British actors, and they just have their own accents. You know what I'm saying? So, like they're all speaking fucking English with British accents in Russia. Like the Swedes show up, and they're British too. But like they don't give a fuck because like they don't take you know what I'm saying? It's one of those shows that like it rides the line of taking itself too seriously, like perfectly, and it's just fun to watch. Plus, what's her face is fucking cute. Elle Fanning. Is that her name?
Oh, that's one of the Fanning girls.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see it now.
that's Elle.
They are getting
They
older.
say cunt a lot too. The royal cunt.
That's why you like it.
We need to do this
That's
to
really what I
in
like.
the
You
royal
really
cunt.
like the word cunt.
Well, the English do say the cunt a lot.
Yeah.
Cunt this, cunt
They had
that.
to shove a
gone
walnut
cock
up her
up.
pussy. They had to shove her walnut up her cunt to tighten it up after she gave birth.
Your father's a cunt.
Gotta see this to tighten the royal cunt. Anyway, checking it out. Teddy, Christmas lights up. Old,
Okay, so
fucking old man.
So I put Christmas lights up on the house for the first time since my first wife. My son helped me. He got out on the roof, and when I was like, when I told him, he's like, "We don't have. They didn't get the ladder out." I was like, "No, I'm gonna get out on the roof, set these up." He's like, "I was like, you wanna get out there with me?" He's like, "Can I?" I'm like, "Yeah, buddy, come on out there with me." As we get out the window, he was a little skittish at first, like and as you can see, feed me the lights. And then after a while, I hear like some scuffling, and I'm like, and I'm thinking, okay, just get his bearings. And this motherfucker's playing on the roof, like this. I'm like, dude, no. You can fucking get here and help me out, but you can still fall off, motherfucker. But it was fun. After I put the lights up, him and my wife put the tree up and stuff. And while I cooked dinner, it was just a nice little family day. So yeah, that's my what's sexy.
Word. All right. Ashtray, Seven Hills Brewing Company. Fucking drunk.
Yeah. So Travis would say, old news, because of course he sees everything first. But Seven Hills Brewing Company, they're in Dubuque, Iowa. Went there with my sister for the first time. They've got some pretty great art and hilarious names for their beers. This is a Lemony Winks that looks like Lemmy Winks coming out of Krusty Butthole. Other one here's Two Dudes, One Hop. And they've got like a bunch of other ones, not quite as funny as these two, Seven-Headed Monster. But anyways, it's a cool brewery station in downtown historic Dubuque. Check it out.
There's nothing historic.
One of them called.
Dubuque. I've been there.
Is one of them called? You know that ain't those dogs' real voices.
No. There's
Nope,
there's
that's
one
a
called
song
Lil
by I Wrestled a Bear once.
Little Dabby.
Is there
Little
a
Daddy.
downtown that isn't historic?
I
feel
mean,
like
really?
Well, they call it historic when they've rejuvenated it. Like they definitely took these old warehouse buildings because Dubuque's right on the Mississippi River, and they now are like fuck. They've been gentrified. They're fucking nice.
Right old Dubuque.
They use all that original infrastructure, but you know they fucking insulate it properly.
And all the plebes that can't afford rent anymore.
And
you
they
just
they
fucking-
also they scurry all the homeless people out. Bring in the gentrification.
All right.
Start with the gays.
All right, moving on to the fuck what you think. This is where we tell you to go fuck yourself and you listen. Oracle, total COVID
Listen,
overreaction.
Yeah, total COVID overreaction. So right now we have the Omicron coming
Omicron
through.
Percy I ate.
Right. And everybody apparently it can be transmissed or more readily or whatever, but nobody can say anything about whether the vaccines work better against these things and whatnot. But anyway,
Is this better or worse than Delta, or it's just a new one that we don't know?
It's just a new one, I guess. But
We don't know much
I
about
was at this thing at URI, the University of Rhode Island, and Carolyn had her master's defense, her thesis defense. And 45 minutes before she was supposed to go on, apparently somebody that she had been in contact with had been in a meeting 2 days or 3 days prior, and they were all masked up and they were all distanced, that had tested positive for COVID. So they shut down the whole fucking face-to-face thing 45 minutes before she was supposed to do this thing. It had to do it online. People were driving out to this thing, and she had to send fucking messages out to people that are like 70 years old. So of course they're not fucking checking their shit.
Well,
as they're driving.
Yeah.
Right. So these
Their
people,
flip phone doesn't have a signal. Anyway.
right? So they show up. We have to turn them away as she's fucking starting this thing. You know, they drive for hours to come out to this thing, and it was such an
And
overreaction.
These are relatives. I'm
So
guessing,
how
right?
did they
It
even
wasn't- it
evolve,
was
or they have to
people.
just do it through their phone?
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the overreaction. So the person that was in that meeting went and got a rapid COVID test. So you can get a rapid COVID test. I don't know if you guys have had one of those
Yeah.
done. It
Yeah, I've had one for Jamaica.
it takes like 15 minutes for them to do this
Oh
rapid.
no,
Yeah.
this one was longer.
So the
Yeah,
rapid
but
test.
the rapids have a higher like false negative, don't they?
So the rapid is supposed to detect the early stages before, anything is supposed to happen. This guy had a negative test when he did that, and they're like, shut everything down. And it's like, okay, this dude is the only data point that you have, and he has a negative test. You have no idea, as anybody else that is involved in this thing. You have
Was
no
he
idea.
going to be part of the dissertation?
No, that's the thing. They shut the whole thing down, and it's like,
Because Catherine had been in the same
So
location?
he wasn't even going to be there?
Right. I could have been making out with COVID.
Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, and they just shut everything down like a blanket. Like
Whose call was that?
it was the whatever dean or whatever the fuck, and it's just
Dean
like
or the fuck? So this happened to like everybody's. Did they clear out the building or something?
no,
or what?
they said, okay, this cannot happen on or can't happen face to face. Nobody can be face to face. It has to be online. and it was like 45 minutes before the thing took place, and it was such an overreaction. It's like you don't know anything.
How are we going to pull that off logistically?
If you go to a grocery store, you have no idea who these people have been around. What is the difference between that?
Yeah.
And honestly, you have more information because that guy took a rapid test and it was negative. So
but was he in a room with someone else who was positive?
He was previously. That's why he had the rapid test.
Yeah. So he never turned out to be positive.
No,
right?
no. And they shut the whole thing down.
Why did he take a test in the first place?
Because
he was in the room.
He was in the room.
Jesus Christ, that's strange.
3 days prior with somebody that ended up being positive, and they were all wearing masks.
That's where the original positive came from.
Yeah, that's where the original positive was. But you can't control for everybody else. It's just crazy. It's like, why you just shut everything down if you're going to have that mentality?
Fucking shut it all down.
Academia is gonna it's gonna really set itself back during these days.
I mean,
anyway,
it was fucking crazy. It was ridiculous, and I mean, you expect just these blanket rules. Just see what is going on the ground level, like, and understand what's happening on the ground level. Don't just be like, nope, we're just closing everything down. No wonder why it fucking.
Well, that's how scared people are, though.
Right.
I mean, it's not, and now we got another variant. Now you got. I mean, people are so. A lot of people are still so scared that you're like, just shut it down.
It's going both ways. Then there's also the people who are just like. We have at least a couple of weeks. We have people come in without a mask on. We've got a sign up. Please wear a mask. And they'll come in without a mask, and then they get all incensed and pissed when you ask them. When my boss asks them to.
I'm gonna come in here, give you my money, and I wear a goddamn mask.
Put on a mask. The thing is, you say that, it's like, what about having the right to refuse service to anyone? Bars say that all the time. It's just like,
tell me to leave.
Want to come get your shit?
But it's my goddamn.
You're
right not wear a mask.
You can make your own rules. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's private business.
I mean, 10 years from now, when COVID is a fucking thing of the past,
fuck mandate.
You could still make people wear a fucking mask if you wanted. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Anyway.
Fucking dicks.
Next, it's me. Teamwork makes Mistic a murderer. I hate it. I hate teamwork, and my whole job is reliant on it.
Or you got to work with other people.
Yeah, but it's not that.
Or you actually have a team.
That I have to work with other people. I don't mind working with them. It's that I can't do my job until they do theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that bothers me. And I get frustrated, and then people are like trying to tell me things at the last minute and shit. Because you fucking had all day. You know what I mean? You had all day. Like, get your shit done.
So what is it? The reporters who aren't getting their shit done fast enough for you?
No, it's the producers.
And
then, like, they keep redoing shit. Like, I had to put up the one package 3 different fucking times. There was probably one line done differently in all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? It makes no fucking sense. Just use one of them. We get the information. And she's like, oh, they put up a new one. Well, it has no fucking new information in it. It's just a different, you just said it a different way.
Said it a different way, like a less threatening way or something like that.
I don't fucking know. It just pisses me.
It's like when they're just trying to describe how someone blew their head off with a shotgun in the most censored way.
Sure.
His head just mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah.
Mask courtesy.
Yeah. Actually, that's that same fucking. That's basically what I was bitching about earlier with these people coming into our shop and throwing a big fit. Because we have a sign up to wear a mask when you come in.
Okay, I said what I said because I had the same thing in my restaurant. When people come in, I'm like, sir, you gotta have a mask. Well, I do not have to wear a mask. It's my right. Blah blah. Well, it's my right to tell you to get out. I mean, I don't have to. I don't come into your job. I don't come in here Was the a good analogy a customer used was if I come to your house and you tell me to take off my shoes to come in, what am I gonna say? Fucking, I'm not. Is my God given right to walk around your house in my shoes? So,
Yeah, right.
So I got the same thing, and I told people, look, man, you don't have to come in here yelling at me. Fucking.
It's like it's like if it's that hard, if it's that hard for you, oh, my impression of this, mask, it's so hard.
Yeah, I can't breathe.
It's like, I'm sorry that you're that fragile. Get the fuck out. I mean, you probably have an old one in your car.
You have that right.
And also, it's like you're in Dane County, Madison. Come on, you've got people even more paranoid than we are as far as COVID protocol.
And I've had multiple students that have had COVID, and they get better. Right? They get sick, and then they get better. It's shitty, but they get better. And people wear masks. They fucking wash their hands. They fucking use hand sanitizer. Basic fucking, hygiene shit. And
I've been hearing friends of friends getting it and stuff. This new one. Or not the Omicron, but it's going around. And Wisconsin's numbers they've been going up.
Yeah, but you just use fucking common sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and like trying to make this a fucking political stance. Like you came here, this was a dude who was picking up someone else's sign. It was like the person's cousin, like, oh yeah, my cousin Larry's gonna hang it up, and you totally tell like it's his shitty old work van with just a bunch of tools thrown in the back. They're just like moving stuff to put this nice sign we just printed. We're like, hope you don't scratch it. And yeah, he like threw this tizzy. It's not a law. You're the only ones here enforcing it. It's like, if you go to the gas station, they're wearing masks. Like, they have it on the Super America gas station right down there in the store. Gee, how hard is this?
Yeah.
People are assholes, dude. I guarantee you that dude got knocked out. He'd put a fucking mask on. Just start knocking him out, Ashtray. Just start fucking punching him in the mouth.
Yeah. Right.
Come here. You don't want to wear a mask? Just fucking crack right in your fucking.
I mean, that's how crazy. I mean, they were shooting people. What's the guy? They walked up behind that security guard and shot him because they said he had to wear a mask if he went to Dollar General.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, it's Dollar.
I mean, I'm
General,
kidding.
Bro.
Right.
Don't punch people. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's not a hard thing to do. It's like fucking dude. You may not get sick and die, but fucking your grandma might. You know what I mean? Don't be stupid. Okay, don't go coughing all over me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
these idiots are.
Goddamn card charges, Teddy.
Okay, so I discovered that I have been paying for YouTube TV
Gay sex?
since February. 10 months, $700. So I've gotten 140 of it back. I've got a claim to get the rest back because I've never used it. I've never logged in. When I told them I've never logged in, I was like, you can check. I've never even used the service. And they're like, well, we can't tell if you've ever logged in. We try to give our customers privacy.
Bullshit.
I'm like,
bullshit.
You're Google.
Yeah,
you know what I'm doing
right. They know
right?
everything.
I'm like, you can tell if I've ever logged in. So I've got a claim with that going. And then, and then a couple of days later, I wake up. I think it was Tuesday. I woke up, and it was like, and I look at my watch. It's like 2 charges, and I have 2 charges on the same account for fucking $184 twice. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And when I looked at it, it said Delta Internet. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my cards?
Delta Internet.
So I called my bank. And I was there like, yes, we're going to send you a new card. I'm like, awesome, bro, because this ain't me. So now I have another claim also going with this fucking $340 charge.
Did you fly on Delta and use their information or Wi-Fi or something?
No, I didn't. No, the last time we flew on Delta was from a honeymoon. And we didn't have to use their internet because they have free fucking, they have like free movies and shit on there. So
on the plane?
Yeah, on the plane. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about fucking.
Yeah, somebody ganked your shit for sure.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see how. I mean, I have my card still. I didn't lose it. I don't know how somebody got it. So
fucking hacked. Guess one of your passwords. Probably boom boom.
Well, stop making your
See,
password 1 2 3 4 5 6 boom boom.
Now I gotta change it just so everybody knows it. But that's my fucking.
All right. Anyway, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Zach. Whatever the fuck your name is. That's our show. We're gonna be here every Wednesday or Thursday at 10 p.m. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com, facebook.com/the Red Eye Report, and you cannot twiddle us. Either Schlagbog or our account.
Mistic.
Because they both got fucking.
They got banned. Schlagbog finally crossed the line.
I called people a cunt way too many times. And it just,
right? He knew he was in America.
So yeah, like a share to fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mistic.
I'm Oracle.
Oh, look at this guy.
And I'm Teddy saying, be groovy, stay cool.
This is the Red Eye Report.
I felt like Billy D. Williams living right there.